Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. It's great to see you here. I think that today's video will be a great one because not only do I have something great to share, but also this is a little bit more than just makeup. This is a book that I have loved and sort of grown to love in a sense, and it has in a sense revealed itself in multiple layers, that it isn't just a book on the surface. So I'm going to talk to you about a makeup book from Bobbi Brown. It is Bobbi Brown, the Makeup Manual, and it says for everyone from beginner to pro. This is a bit of a special book in its own category, in my opinion. I have a good array of makeup books written in English, and out of all of them, Bobbi Brown books for me are pretty special. Not only because her book, not this one of the previous ones that she's written, was the very first makeup book that I ever picked up, and it was wonderful, it was warm, it was inviting, it was, I would say, the book that kind of got me very interested into makeup, and I think it set me on a good path and a good sort of approach to beauty. So all of her books, I would say, just in brief, is not only focused about makeup and putting the makeup on your face, but also about how to feel good about yourself and how to understand and approach beauty from a very positive point of view. And I love that about Bobbi. I'm not even going to call her like Bobbi Brown, I'm just going to call her Bobbi, because she has this warmth that really comes through just from her writing and from her books, and every single one of them. So a little brief about the book itself. This is the hardcover version I have in my hands, which is 221 pages altogether. According to Amazon.ca, which I just looked up, it is $16, around $16 for the paperback, and it is 22 and a couple of cents for the hardcover. So a relatively inexpensive book. It is a decent size. I mean, good number of sizes, 221 pages, fully illustrated, big and glossy. You'll see lots of clear photographs in here. This is not like a textbook, you know, but it is called the Makeup Manual, and it's called the Makeup Manual for a good reason. So I'll talk to you about the table of contents, right? Well, flipping this open, you'll see that the table of contents is more or less separated into two sections. The first part is called Basics, which covers everything from equipment you will need for your day-to-day makeup kit, your skincare, a few chapters about different facial features that she focuses on, such as face, lips, eyes. Also a section about special makeup application, you know, for prom, for weddings, things like that. The second half of the book is called Artistry, which talks more about the makeup industry, a little biography about how she got into the industry, and just her very honestly sharing her experience and her knowledge throughout the years of working in the makeup industry as a makeup artist. Now obviously Bobbi Brown, if you don't already know, has her makeup line. So all of the makeup that she uses in the basics section, and a lot of what she uses for artistry as well, is from her own line. So if you are looking to get into Bobbi Brown makeup, or you're curious, this is a great book to take a look around at what her beauty products can do. And whenever I hear about Bobbi Brown and Bobbi Brown makeup, what always comes to mind is something that is very warm, something that's very natural. Natural, not naked. Natural as in you are the one wearing the makeup. The makeup is never wearing you. Whenever she does makeup for a show or for a shoot, there's a certain approachability to her makeup, and I just love that about this. So, alright, moving on a little bit about the book itself. She will talk to you very specifically about, for example, makeup tools. Now all these brushes in here are Bobbi Brown brand makeup brushes. However, she tells you exactly why you need a certain type of brush and what features to look for. Blush brush, she says this needs to be wide enough to cover the apple of the cheek. Bristles should be soft, natural hair with beveled and curved edges. Very specific, very detailed. So even if you do not have the budget to splurge on a couple of Bobbi Brown makeup brushes, and by the way, I heard they're awesome, I don't own one, but you can go out and look for similar features and characteristics in perhaps a more affordable brush range. So always helpful. I love that she's very honest and she explains why you need it and what features to look for. That is extremely important when you're looking at makeup tools. Also, she talks about makeup expiry, when to throw out your different types of makeup and why. She talks a lot about skincare, and there's a huge chapter on skin because the way that she approaches makeup is not only from the outside in but also from the inside out, as I think you should. But as often a lot of people neglect, myself included, I'm not always the best about putting things into my body, but we're working on that. She talks to you about your food, your diet, why you should eat the particular foods that you eat and why you shouldn't eat certain other things, vitamins and minerals and nutrients that you need to have a healthy body and therefore beautiful skin. So she goes into a lot of detail about this, which is great for those who are into skincare as well as makeup. Also, she has a little skincare glossary, which I thought was just very smart and fantastic, talking to you about, say, exfoliators, collagen, AHAs, alpha hydroxy acids, hyaluronic acids, antioxidants, all these terms that you may not be familiar with, especially if you're starting out with makeup. So as she said, this is a book for everyone from beginner to pro, and that's really true in this sense. Now, moving on to the color cosmetics, I love these big beautiful photographs because they show you not only her kit but the colors that correspond to each product. This is her makeup palette from her line. I believe if you are a pro makeup artist, you can actually get the big palettes. I'm not sure if they're available to us normal consumers out here, but you can correspond the color of the product to the name of the product, and that is so helpful, especially if you're shopping online for Bobbi Brown cosmetics. That's just a heads up. Now, like I said, this book is very much about targeting makeup problems or skin issues and then fixing those issues. This is really like troubleshooting your makeup. It's like makeup troubleshooting 101. That's how I consider this book. And I love that she gives lots of great examples. Here she talks about under eye correctors, the difference between using a peach corrector, a pink corrector, a darker peach corrector, and also I think Bobbi Brown is one of the few makeup books that stresses a lot on multi-ethnic beauty and multiracial beauty and how to sort of cater to the specific problems that certain people might have. For example, she talks about corrector application for Asian eyes. If you don't have a lot of darkness, corrector still brightens underneath the eyes. So that's something to talk about. And she also talks about eyeliner techniques for quote Asian eyes or otherwise single eyelids or people without an eye crease, how to apply eyeshadow particularly for your eye type. And that's something that's really hard to find. I've noticed in English makeup books. So huge thumbs up to Bobbi. She always includes something about multiracial beauty in her books since way back in the day. So love that about this. Also, I think her books have a good balance between photographs and text. Oftentimes you don't want a book that is completely photographic because it will be hard to understand the instructional point of view on how to place the coloring. But at the same time, if a makeup book is full of text, it's really boring. I mean, makeup is colorful, it's beautiful. You want to see color and product and some kind of photographic representation. So I think her book is a great balance between the two. You have these gorgeous big shots of the products, but also you have instructional diagrams right here paired up with text, and just enough of both so that you get the point. And but it's not too much. You're not reading lines and lines and paragraphs and paragraphs. Now I'm going to skip over a couple of the pages. She does give you, some creative ideas, especially when it comes to eyeshadow and also lipstick. She had lots of fun with lipsticks in that chapter. Now moving on to the artistry section. I would say that this is fantastic for those who are curious about makeup artistry, about getting into the industry, how to approach it, what to have in your portfolio, what to carry in your kit. And I love one particular page where she shares exactly what is inside her makeup kit. Now obviously majority of the basic products that she has are Bobbi Brown brand because she loves the products that she makes, so why not use them, right? So if you flip open to the other side, she has a fun kit, and it's just filled with gorgeous colors. A lot of Makeup Forever products I spy, and a couple from probably Crayolan and Guerlain and gosh, maybe Ben Nye or something. I'm not quite sure, but this is her fun kit. So a lot of details in here about what you should carry, how much of each thing you should carry, and as well as some creative looks in the back. This section is called Advanced Makeup Applications, and it shows you there are really no boundaries and no limits to makeup. Although the majority of what she does is very natural makeup, she does share some wonderful examples of editorial looks, and I love it when she does this because she shows you the step-by-step of how it gets done from the very first stage down to when you apply the purple powder and how you apply the red powders. It's almost like painting the face, and that's kind of fun to see from Bobbi. Now, I would say that the most sort of important part to take away from this book, and most important section, is building up a good basic routine for your makeup, and not only to troubleshoot your makeup but also to learn how to do it well. Not only to conceal your under eye circles, but how to use correctors. You know, not only just to puff powder on your face, but how to apply the powder so it sits all day and it lasts a long time, and what tools to use. This is, like it says, a makeup manual. Now, however, I would say this is probably more geared towards those who are beginning with makeup, such as those, you know, wearing it for the first time. If you are planning to give this as a gift to a teenager in your life, you know, along with their first makeup kit, this will be a fabulous, fabulous book. Forget everything else out there. I think when you first approach makeup, you should really do the Bobbi Brown way, just because she has such a positive and bright and warm and inviting approach to makeup. And when you read her book, you feel like it's not an authoritative voice. It's a voice with a lot of experience, but it's also a voice that speaks to you like a friend, and I've always felt that from reading Bobbi Brown books, so that's something I think you should take away from this review, and consider it, you know, a huge selling point of this book. By itself, as an instructional manual, I don't think I would read this, or I would need to read this over and over again. Probably, you know, 2-3 times I would have been able to understand and pick up the majority of the tips and tricks that she has in here. But just as a feel-good book, as a book that picks up your spirits, I think this is one to keep on your makeup bookshelf to make it more well-rounded. You know, not everything has to be about creative makeup, and this is a little bit of both, and just a great beauty book overall. So that's my blurb on the Bobbi Brown Makeup Manual. If you guys have it in your hands, let me know how you like it. If you don't have it, would you be interested in picking it up? I actually might place an order for this the next time I do some Amazon shopping online, because I think it is a worthwhile book to keep. And out of all her makeup books, I think this one is just the most fun and the most updated again as well. So hope you guys enjoy this. Questions and comments, leave me something down in the comments box. I will have photographs, scans of a couple of the pages so you guys can have a better feel of the book up on my blog. Link will be down in the information bar, so please click and go check out some of the photographs from inside the book. Otherwise, see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.